Showing a little technique here on taking the back from a back step, a reverse half guard, whatever you want to call it. My buddy here, Richard Newman from Fear Tapping Out. So let's discuss a couple things before we get into the actual technique of taking the back. If Richard has an underhook here, we obviously know that I'm in danger from getting swept. I can play the wizard game, but if you got an elite level player on bottom, you might not be able to get that darts. I don't darts too much here anymore. I'll do Japanese necktie stuff, or I'll pass and then darts. But something that people will do, and you have to be prepared for when he gets that underhook, is I'm going to put my hands on the mat. Now we know that he can take my back if I don't wizard. We know that. Just pay attention to what I'm saying here. Hands go on the mat, and my hips elevate, allowing me to backstep high and catch his leg, and then I'll get crossways. Okay? Turn a little bit, turn a little bit. There we go. So now I'm here. I got the knee through half guard. We're not like this. This is a whole different kind of situation. My knee's through, okay? He's got my ankle. Quarter guard, half guard, however you want to call it. Maybe all of a sudden we're pummeling. Richard gets his underhook. Oh, snap. I want to put my hands on the mat. Now, if I leave my hands here, look at the distance he has to go to my back. Go ahead, pop out, go to my back. Woo, he comes up, he's right there. Go to my back. See how he has to chase it and my hips are too high? It gives me an extra second or so, okay? So we're going, boom, he gets his underhook. Uh-oh, hips come up and I backstep. Now look how Richard will naturally follow me. Watch his knees. Turn into me, turn into me, turn into me. Up, 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 up. Yeah, not good for me, right? So when I backstep, I'm gonna be catching his knee right here, look. Just block it. Otherwise he will transition this way and he can continue up. Okay, so that's the top person's job, all right? Let me get the bottom person's job now. So he's here. Let's have an extra grip. If I got time, I can use this lapel. I can pass it through. Richard's like, oh snap, and he backsteps. Okay? Let's turn towards him a little bit. If I stay here like this with my leg in half guard, sorry, this way, he has this knee bar. That's no good, brother Richard. That's no good for me. So you need to be doing this anyways. And instead of just leaving the triangle, I want you to bring that triangle over here so I can start to get underneath this guy. I need to get underneath him. Okay, let's go back again. So you see how I can't leave this top leg because he'll knee bar if he backsteps. So I'm here, he turns over, and I switch my top leg. My top leg comes under. I can grapevine if I want, but then I need to get this foot hooked like that. That's my main concern. Now let's talk about the upper body. So, because Richard's going to backstep, go ahead backstep. And now he's got crossface. See how he's got my head? My arm's over here. No good for me. So I got to pummel this arm through this little hole. Watch, come back. And when we're in the fight and he puts his hand on the mat and he's ready to backstep, I'll punch my arm through. The longest that I punch my arm, the most I punch my arm through, gives me the most error room. If I try to sneak my hand through, he can end up sitting on my wrist. So now what I want to do, I got my foot switch. We already talked about that. Bam, I switch my legs. I can grapevine them if I want, or I can just have that one hook. The priority is not to get the inside leg knee guard. I'm a leg locker. There's other leg lockers out there. Don't mess with them. Okay, so I'm here, and I can grab that lapel. If you can't, in the beginning, make a pistol grip. If you can, make the lapel grip, and then look, I'm gonna put pressure on his back, getting on my. I think about both my elbows. Need to have be pushing, and this is what I mean. I'm on my elbow, and I've got an elbow in his back. Needs to go across his back. I free my other leg, my inside leg, my bottom leg. I'm able to come around. He can't go either way. I push him. I'm able to attack the back, the truck, the damn splits, however you want. Okay? Very difficult position for him to turn in or away, Richard. He has a bar across his back. Okay? Let's go again. So now I'm going to think of it just a little bit early. Okay? So as I'm here, now I don't have to dig for that lapel, right? If you like to play gi game like this. So then he backsteps, and I've already switched to that lapel. I switch my feet, I'm up. One other scenario. Richard, when we do this, Sometimes he won't be sitting straight up like this. If he lands lower like this, I won't be able to get around him. And second, turn towards me, Richard. Yeah, that's all he needs to do to screw me up. So if he lands and his back's a little bit low, abandon this. I don't want to have his elbow on the inside. You can still have this if you like, or just lay your arm, but I'm going to want to get up and continue to roll. Don't forget to plant your feet like I showed in the other videos. Oh, he sits back a little bit further, screws it up for me. I'm going to sit up and shoulder roll. Start to attack his back. Come here. Whatever the case may be. Twist or calf crank. Now, let's do it just nice and clean without having to get on my knees to shoulder roll. Here, boom. Arm punches through, feet switched. I've got the grip, elbows high, up. Gotta get it in his back. Cause pain right there. Up, slide the knee, pull him over. His hips are elevated. Great for twistering, great for calf cranking. Turn these feet flat on the ground, however you want to attack from here. Great control position. That's all we're showing. Thanks, Richard. Sir.